What's up, everybody? Welcoming in to what are we doing? This is a combo, a 2-for-1 combo because I'm exhausted and I don't have enough time to do the moons plus another live, especially when they're both until tomorrow. So let's do one. We'll do one. We'll talk about the moons for a minute, and then we will do some tarot stories after that. Are you guys comfortable with that? Does that work for you? Oh, good, because that's what we're doing. So the moons have been in Libra since yesterday. You guys might have noticed that people are cooperating. It's the vibe of cooperation. It is, hi, what's going on? Fire-breathing dove, I love that. Thank you. Ozzy, me and Ozzy, why I oughta, fucker. Ozzy's my best friend in the world. We talk on the regular. What's up, Kate? What's up, Chrissy? Hi, Brandy. And Beth, nice to see you. All right, so Libra moon vibes. It's the scale. Okay, when we're talking about a moon reading, we're talking about how you feel about things. So if you're feeling in Libra vibes, first of all, heavy Libra vibes are just hearts in the eyes. We are lovey-dovey for the most part. That's not the only aspect of Libra, but we are ran by Venus. So during these next 2 days, you might be feeling some reciprocal energy. And the other thing is when the scales aren't balanced, if it's not reciprocal during a time when the moon is in Libra, a Libra or anybody, people, will flip out because your emotional side of you wants for it to be balanced and equal. And if it's not, and you're a raven, people will better, they're going to fuck around and find out, okay? Fuck. That's what happens when things are not in balance for the Libras. I mean, for the people when the moon is in the Libra. You heard? Okay, so let's talk about some. This is the moon oracle, or the moon deck. Wait, moon oracle, I think it's called. I love myself completely and unconditionally. This talks about, for me, giving yourself a little bit of a break. Even if you notice that people around you aren't vibing with you, it's like, you know what? They don't have to like me. I like me. They don't have to appreciate me because I appreciate me. I don't need this person or that person to be attached to me because I'm attached to me. It's really about just honing in on your own special way of being. And if you know, let's say you're not getting reciprocation during the next 2 days and the balance is not there, then you would just redirect that to yourself because nobody can balance you like you can balance you, right? I am the weaver of my reality, and play is my pathway to joy. So you might be weaving a web. We're all Charlotte's Web, and we've come up with the very best design for the web to which we want to catch things from the universe. What does that mean? It means designing a manifestation. And we're using a metaphor of it looks like a web. And sometimes they have holes in them, and sometimes the space in between is too big. And so we've come to a place where we understand that we're the weavers of our reality, meaning you can have whatever you want, but you have to design it appropriately. And play is my pathway to joy. You might just be finding yourself happy in the presence of another person. Or there's a lot of P's here. You might know somebody or meet somebody with the last name Weaver. It's wildly specific. Friends. Truth. So there may have been somebody that you not necessarily were intimidated by, but if you ever just been like, tra-la-la, walking down the way, and you go and speak to somebody, and they turn around and are rude as fuck, and you're like, all right, so this whole grown-ass person is going to be rude to me. Okay. Reassessing life choices. How did I wind up here? Whatever. You got off on the wrong foot with somebody, or they got off on the wrong foot with you, and somebody sees that you're eager. You're an eager beaver, and they're willing to uplift you and help you and to teach you and to do all of these things. In the meantime, you have a Romeo character, maybe a water sign. They could have really long fingers. They could sit a lot. That's exactly what these black and white cards, they're the stone people. They're like gnomes made of stone. And they sit and they observe, and they're watching you on this journey. And they are... I heard that's impressive. They might want your attention, though. If you're really busy, they might want your attention. Tell me about the thing with the person that you got off on the wrong foot with. 7 of Cups, 7 of Swords, 2 of Swords. Like, they pissed you off to the point where you were going to fucking leave. 777. But I feel like I just heard the word transit. Something was amiss. It was a clash of the titans. You guys are both titans in the field. And it was like alpha meets alpha. And they just decided to strike when there was no reason to strike. But now the sun, you guys might do something really hard together. And you wind up laughing really, 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 really hard. Or living the dream. It's like there's some kind of realization that if you are diligent and you don't allow the actions of another person, like if this is at work and your coworker is a snot hole, okay? I don't know why I said that. Being a bitch, okay? All day long. You need to be strong enough to not let someone else's grumpery affect your mood or to cause you to lose opportunities or to block you from things that you were working toward. This would be the equivalent of somebody finally getting a job that they always wanted, and then they get to the place and the first person they meet is a whole asshole. And they're like, I don't think I want to work here. And then this is a moment going, why the fuck are you doing that? You worked really hard to get into the position that you're in. You need to be stronger than the attitude of another person, because I can guarantee you in the long runs, this is not the last assholio that you're ever going to meet. So you need to learn how to internalize that shit and not let it affect you or change you or do whatever it is that you are facing. And you do, and you guys, something is really funny. You might wind up laughing with this person, and you guys are like, you are kind of fun. And they're like, you're kind of fun. Okay, so if you had plans with someone who acts like a king of coin in your life, they're stable, they're steady, they're always there, they're dependable. If you had plans with them, they're probably going to cancel because of a page of cups, which to me is sometimes a kid. They could have really blue eyes. But they together have manifested something else for you. And you might be like mad. But because they cancel, but don't be. Because they have something planned for you. The Lovers, the Sun, Four of Wands. It's sweet. And you could find yourself at the end of this time frame, like, sitting around, looking around and being like, I feel really blessed. And that might make you nervous because sometimes when people say the B word, I'm officially blessed, and that's when things start crumbling and going straight to hell. Haven't you ever seen Grey's Anatomy? As soon as somebody says they're blessed, there's a plane crash. Okay? Be careful with the B word. NyQuil, here I come. I'm telling you. I am not doing very well. I've been sick all fucking year. I started out the year with shingles. That lasted forever. And then I got back after it. Then I got COVID, right? And now I have some kind of fucking viral pneumonia thing. Or maybe it's just bronchitis. Or maybe it's allergies. I don't know. It sucks. All I'm saying is I pay somebody at NyQuil's fucking salary. I'm telling you that much. Shit is good for everything. Disclaimer, not a doctor. Go fucking talk to your people before you start taking stuff. Yeah, it's gross. Antibiotics? Maybe. Well, sickness is attaching me, but I'm also very busy, and I'm also very stressed out, and I'm also wide open to energy because all day long I'm reading for people. And on the weekends I'm reading and reading and reading and just being wide open to energy, and not everyone's energy is good. Some of it brings sickness. Some of it brings glee. People have thrown me spiritual attacks that I can feel. Like, people have gotten mad at me before. We have one raven who's currently irate with me right now. She's not a raven. She calls herself a corvid. Okay, she refuses to be a raven. She's a corvid. Look that up. It's not what you think it is. And is apparently sending me spiritual attacks because I had one of the mods kick her out of the raven's nest for trying to get money off the ravens. And the thing is that when you are open, if you are having a spiritual, and this is probably relevant, if you're feeling other people's energy on you, or like you're doing fine and all of a sudden you're not fucking fine, it's because people are doing that juju. And they can just do it by stewing. You know what I mean? You don't have to sit down and call out to ancestors and invoke the four corners and shit. You can just sit around and be like, I fucking hate this bitch. I hate her. I hate her. I hate her. And that's why they call it spelling. It's the same thing. And it happens. And I mean, I was just talking to Seven Tara about this. Tara right there. She's on Betwixt. We're all on Betwixt. If you want private readings, go to betwixt.me. Was just talking to her about this. Is it okay to do a mirror spell on somebody who has caused you a lot of pain? It's totally open for discussion. My answer was that I don't think you should use mirror spells for anything, because what is reflected back to you, and it doesn't ever stop reflecting. A mirror will reflect a mirror, will reflect a mirror, will reflect a mirror, back and forth. So if you are asking for someone to feel what you felt, that is then you asking for someone to feel pain. So you feel it, then they feel it, then you feel it, then they feel it, and you've got yourself in a whirlwind of nope. Thank you, Fire Breathing Dove. I appreciate that. Yeah. So I said maybe just do them a wish them well spell, and also to leave you alone. Wow. That's intense, Brandy. Okay. This is overnight, actually. This is not the moons. We've moved on to the stories. So if you're not part of members, that's what the moons is. It's about 20-25 minutes, and we talk about the transit of where the moon is, what's going on, how you might feel. We get some oracles, and then we do an exacting story or two during the time when the moon is in whatever zodiac it's in. And you can get that on members. Thank you so much for your donations. I love you guys so much. I was going to say something else, but I forgot. Yeah, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. All right, this is overnight. Strength. This could be at like 4 o'clock in the morning. It's early. And you wake up to, I guess it's a text. Or if you're right next to somebody, it could be them. But it's a King of Wands. They could have hand tattoos and a beard and long hair. You have A, you have C, you have K, you have S. The Sun, heavy Leo. Just telling you that they're single. Just letting you know. And you need to make a decision right there. It's like you get this text and you're like, and you just put it down. All right, okay. Thanks for telling me, or something like that. And you might go and drive somewhere and be like frazzled. It might be because it's early, but it might also be because you certainly were not expecting that. I always get that. The random text that you weren't expecting. And is Mercury retrograde over? This doesn't feel like somebody that hasn't been around. It feels like somebody that you know. And they just have news for you. And they probably tried to connect with you overnight, but you were asleep. Like a fucking adult, right? 9-9. So, you might learn something or be educated or seek some kind of knowledge. 10 of Cups. I don't know. It feels frazzled. It feels like frazzled. Miss Fraggle. What's her name? Is that her name, Miss Frazzle? She drives that school bus and they go inside the people's bodies and they learn about the diseases and stuff. The magic school bus. You're on the magic school bus with Mrs. Frazzle and you are slaying it because you're doing exactly what you're supposed to be doing. And the fact that you're like slaying it or really good at it or something like that, you're being thrusted. I hate the word thrust. Okay. Thrusted up the ladder of something cool. I don't know what I said. I'm sick. I'm sick. Leave me alone. Okay. Miss Frizzle. Yeah, from the Magic School Bus. Oh, that is gnarly. This is like high noon. I spy with my little eye. So the person who acts like the king of coin, whether they are an earth sign or whether they're just earthy or whether they have that characteristic in your life of the stable, the rock in your life, they reach out to you. Or if they're right next to you, whatever. And you think they're going to disappoint you, but they don't. You're ready to cut this person. Whoever this is, that you keep showing up as the King of Pentacles and the Queen of Swords. That's that fuck around and find out energy. And they're like, I'm just going to throw some coin at it. To Temperance and the Star together. That's like super double healing energy. I heard this person has learned their lesson. This is the Emperor. The Hierophant. This is that thing that I was talking about in the moons part where I was like, they're going to cancel on you, but it's because they're planning something else with another person who you also love. Like a kid, like a Pisces. Double Pisces right here. This is that thing. So scroll back to that. This is that. What happens as an outcome? Will you calm your tits? Don't be walking into the house, kicking the front door open, ready to mama bear roar. Don't do that. It feels like there's a surprise waiting. Don't calm your tits, okay? Do not act like a brat. There's an Ace of Wands waiting for you. I bet. Well, I bet. I bet. Isn't there always? There's a dick in the box. Okay, we talked about that. You're not tricking us. It's not an Ace of Wands. There's a dick in the box. Always. Sometimes we like it and sometimes we don't. What is it? Can I get a, what is it? Perfect timing. A reward. For the fucking, somebody's taking a big ass leap of faith. A big one. There's a gift. It's Ganesh. It feels like Ganesh. Like the thing about the Olifants, the March of the Olifants, is that I always see that as Ganesha energy. And I might not be pronouncing that right. But they talk about, it's more than the gift bearer. They bring, it's like Prince Ali, fabulous, hey, Alia, wow. But the thing about Prince Ali is that he was full of shit. Okay, he had money for a minute because it was an illusion, right? He was really a big fat liar town. He was the mayor of Lie Town. He was. She still picked him in the end anyway, don't we always? Because we're stupid. All of us. Ugh. Okay, this is like 6 o'clock, Temperance. Somebody might be sitting outside wearing crazy clothes. King and Queen of Pentacles. Ace of Cups. It feels like you have options to stay, to go, to come, to leave, to eat, to whatever you want to do. But there are some things that you shouldn't do, and you know it because it's like things are finally falling into place for you and you're being tempted this way or that way. What's the temptation? You get a text. Does this face not look like a player to you? That looks like a player to me. Unexpected. From somebody with a Cancer in their chart. It's complicated. In Capricorn. They feel guilty. They want to try again. Will you please forgive me? Can't stop loving you. Please forgive me. No, not what I do. Third party. Yes, you did. Yes, you do. Yes, the fuck you do. You know exactly what you do. Which is why you've had like 4 wives. Because you keep doing it. And you keep singing that song. Fun fact, I'm not a fan of Braveheart. Where did that song come from? No denying. Believe me, cause what I say is true. Please forgive me. No. No. And my bell isn't gonna work? Thank you. Please don't smite me. I'm kidding. No, we're not gonna please forgive you. Dude was a whole asshole. Plus, you've got other things going on. You don't need any kind of that. This is right before the next tarot story. 3 of Cups. So you're going to be talking to somebody. 2 of Cups. 9 of Cups. Six of Coin. And there it is. It feels like there it is. That's the text that you were waiting for. That's the one thing they needed to say. Oh, please forgive me. Doesn't work anymore. I'm sorry. Doesn't work anymore. There's something about this new beginning that makes you feel solid and stable. And the communication is on point. And the effort is on point. It's Libra shit. That's my whole point. It's the vibiness. That's my whole point. You know how I said that if a Libra's feeling reciprocity, if a person is feeling the reciprocity whilst the moon is in Libra, things will be calm and there will be butterflies in the land. But as soon as a Libra doesn't feel, as soon as a person, when the moon is in Libra, doesn't feel balanced, they'll turn around and scream, no, I will not forgive you. You'll see the scale of justice a swinging. There's balance in the air. You have potentially a Libra male. They feel bad. They're a bear. Your boss, your judge, your chief, CEO. So let them feel bad. You're like, that's the thing I needed to hear. They're right there is the reciprocity. They went into their corner and sat in timeout and realized that maybe what you were asking for wasn't such a big deal, and now they feel like shit because you are like, deuces. Bite. See ya. Snooze you lose, fucker. That's how ravens fly. All right, 1 card, please, for how we're going to be leaving. Knight of Rods. Sneakily. Chariot. You might just feel conflicted because you know that somebody who wants to see you is just sitting over there by themselves and you're not going to go. It might make you feel bad. All right, 1 card, please, for the next... 1 card, please, for how we're going to be leaving. Tower. You're going to get some kind of news about some kind of advancement in the stability factor thing that we were talking about. Unexpected. You weren't expecting it during that time of day, but that's when you got the news. All right, I'm going to leave that there. I've been a busy bee all day long. I'm going to go shut down. I love you guys so much. Thanks for tuning in. The next moons will be on members. Thank you for all your donations. I love you guys so much. Private reading, hour-long readings are available at dharmajane.com. If you want a shorter reading, get at me on betwixt@me. If I'm not on, just shoot me an email. I'll get it. All right. Till next time. Love you guys. Bye-bye.